people, if you're wondering why I'm sitting here in a very weird place, I can tell you that I am baking. Yes, the table is very low. Y'all aren't funding my tripod, so I can't do anything. It's really on an adapter right now. Today we're going to be doing a story time video. It's basically me telling you stories about my embarrassing self and baking a cake, an unhelpful guide. So first I'm going to be pouring in all the dry ingredients, cup of all-purpose flour, and if you're Indian, it's maida. I'm not going to be using a sieve because I'm very lazy. And then I'm going to be putting 1 cup of powdered sugar into the... Whoa. Okay, y'all should look at this. It was literally in this bowl, and then when I poured it here, it's just there. So after that, we're gonna be needing 1 pinch of salt. Just 1 pinch. If you add a lot, then bye-bye, because the first time I did that, my cake went for a toss. It came out completely salty. So please don't. If you this is completely optional. I'm gonna be adding cocoa powder because I like chocolate. I'm gonna be putting 1 cup of cocoa powder too. Actually no, like random amounts, because who cares how much chocolate is in it. So yeah, the story I want to tell you all first was the story of how I got myself, I don't think you can see it, how I got myself this chin. It has like a big scar because I got 4 stitches on it. I had gone to my cousin's house. So there, it's like a big apartment. It's like really big. If you have to walk from your flat to the main gate, it takes like 5 minutes, especially if you're walking with a grandmother. You'll know why I said that. So basically, me, my cousins, and my grandmom were home alone in their place, and all our cousins were playing Uno, and we were sitting. They have like a bunker bed, so I was sitting on the top of the bunker bed. We all were sitting on the top of the bunker bed, and we were playing Uno. So this one Uno card landed on the edge of the bunker bed. Like if this is the bunker bed, it landed here. And if you go a little more front, it falls down. So yeah, it landed there. So for some random reason, I decided to go sit in Vajrasana on the edge of the bed. So I was basically like sitting on the edge of the bed like that. And then for some reason, I just lost balance, and then I fell like that. I remember falling down on my legs, but then when I landed on the floor, I landed on my chin. And if you actually looked at the scene, it looked like one Bollywood scene where I'm like falling off a cliff, and my cousin sister is just like, no, and I'm like, no. It was really funny. So after that, we didn't know what to do. I got up from the ground, and then I went. If you go straight and left, you can see my grandmom. So I was like, hello, I hit my chin. We need to go somewhere and get it plastered. So yeah, please. And then we had to stop the bleeding. Like it was bleeding like crazy. It looked like a crime scene. Like everywhere, blood. And after that, I was laid on the bottom of the bunker bed with a cloth on my chin to cover and stop the bleeding. And after that, we were like figuring out where to go, and then we realized that there's a hospital right next to the apartment. So we walked over, like as I told you, it took us like 5 minutes. But now I was walking with my grandma. She was like, hey, hello Shravya, wait for a second. And then I was like there, so I had to wait. And then so it took us 10 minutes to reach the main gate. So by then I had bled out 2 handkerchiefs, and I was like, oh my god, so much blood. Yeah. Yeah, so it was a hospital, and yeah, we went in, and then we had to wait for 20 more minutes. So after we waited, I was called in to get it examined and stuff. So apparently I had to get stitches done. So when I had to get the stitches done, people normally get local anesthesia when they're getting stitches done. At least I thought we did, but I didn't get local anesthesia. Like, huh? So I was like placed there. I didn't have anything to numb like my chin, so I wouldn't feel them cutting my skin and stitching through it. But no, I had to go through all of it, and it happened when that big scandal, Jayalalitha going to jail and all that. It was happening then. So the nurse and the doctor were having a very fruitful, healthy argument about why Jayalalitha shouldn't have gone to jail, or why she should have gone to jail. And yeah, I don't know what they were speaking about, but they were speaking something about politics. Please don't do anything. I don't know what I'm speaking about. Please, please, please. Yeah, so they were speaking about something political, and I'm like, dude, please, I'm getting scared here. Focus. And yeah, so they're like cutting through my skin. I'm like, wait, what? That feels like it didn't hurt. The shocking part was it didn't hurt that much, but the worst part was this getting stitched without anesthesia wasn't the worst part. The worst part was when, after I got it stitched, we were gonna go to Kerala for a 4-day trip. So when I couldn't travel with the stitches with like nothing to cover it and stuff. So we went back to my house, and then there was a doctor there. So we're like, okay, what can we do to like cover it, because we're going to a 4-day trip. Will it be okay if it's uncovered and all? So the doctor was like, no, you can wear a plaster and go. Like, so he gave us this really tight band-aid. We were supposed to change it every 4 hours. The Kerala trip, every time I had to take a photo, it was like, the band-aid was like orange and I was like this. So I was like, so normal. Hello. Every time we took a photo, I had to do that. I was like, mm-mm. We like had a doubt on how hygienic that would be, because the band-aid was like really tight and it wasn't letting any to go through the, like, so that the stitches get some air. And the worst part was, you know how the doctors say you shouldn't wet your stitches and there shouldn't be any water falling on it and stuff. It rained in Kerala. Yes. And after we came back from the Kerala trip, we opened it again to change the band-aid again. So when we did that, I had like boils here, 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 and here. So they were like, okay, we're gonna switch to wet ingredients now. Because I've been mixing this since like forever. So the first wet ingredient you're gonna need is milk. I was too lazy to boil the milk, so yeah, I'm gonna be directly. But y'all can boil it if you want. I'm gonna be doing 1.5 cup of milk, vanilla extract, and we're gonna be doing 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And vanilla extract is completely optional. This is called curd. People normally don't add curd to their cakes, but like I don't add butter. I don't know why I don't add butter, but I just don't like adding butter. So I add curd, which equally substitutes. So I'm going to be adding 1 cup curd. If you don't want to add curd, you can add 1 cup butter. So the baking powder and baking soda, you're going to have to add, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda. So the baking powder is added obviously because it has to bake. So and the baking soda is added because it needs to be soft. But if you add way too much just because you want it to be soft, it'll just the baking soda it'll taste really weird and bad. So yeah, so after that we came back and we found all boils on my chin. And we didn't know what to do, so I just slept on it, and then I woke up and there were more boils. We went to my pediatrician. She was like, oh, you can't attend school for like a week because, well, you look bad. You don't want people to say you're ugly, no? Yes, she didn't say it like that, but she was like, yeah, you can't go to school looking like that, can you? Like, just don't go, please. And then she gave us some sterilized water, and she told me to apply coconut oil on it every 4 hours. And that was bad. It like started itching, and it was like, I did not like it, because, dude, no. Actually, I think I'm gonna skip the hand beating because this looks so beautiful and there are no lumps and it smells beautiful. I don't know how it can smell beautiful, but it does. And yeah, so that was basically how it ended. Like, I had to keep, putting sterilized water, and I had to eat antibiotics, and I had to like every time I laughed, it like started like burning, cause chin. And basically I couldn't laugh properly, which is a problem for me because I laugh a lot. Yeah, so that was it, and I couldn't get any proper picture. I mean, I wouldn't care that much normally, but like it hurt real bad. And I missed school for a week, so I had to write notes. I thought I'd give you guys like a nicer angle because like, why not? So when it comes to greasing the mold, you can do two things. You can either use um, ghee, or you can be like sophisticated and use like baking powder. I mean, baking paper. I use both, but like now I'm gonna be using like ghee because I got all this like brush and all. It's really. I just like greasing the thing for a while. Ooh, now for the satisfying part. I hope it's satisfying. So, 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure it's supposed to be this watery or not, but like. Okay. Well, I guess that's all I have for you guys, and like, I hope you all found my baking guide helpful. And so yeah, I'm gonna bake this cake, and this is normally the deal breaker because I never. If the cake comes out well, then I'm like, no, but it never comes out well. I don't. So you basically have to preheat it for like 180 degrees for like 5 minutes, on 180 degrees for 5 minutes, and then after that you put this in the oven for like 30 minutes in convection. If you don't have convection, I'm very sorry. You can put it in cooker or something. I'm telling you, pressure cooker cake exists. Nice. It's very soft. I have to clean my room. Bye.